Hey everyone! Welcome! All my videos start the same way, which is me adjusting my camera. Hey everyone! Happy Lisa! Happy summer solstice! Happy midsummer! I'm very excited for tonight's video. I've basically been filming all day for a vlog, so it kind of feels like I've been talking to you guys this whole entire time. But we're here. I'm so excited. I have an intention candle set. You're going to see that in the vlog that I'm recording. I'm pointing this way because my camera is also filming me. Just like, I can't remember which Sabbath we had. There's one other Sabbath that fell on a Tuesday, and it was like same vibes. I'm going to press pause now, though. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, I was recording. Okay. Anyways, set an intention candle today, especially because Letha is all about fire, the sun, and celebrating the sun and its energies. We're going to get into what Letha is exactly here in a second. But I don't want to pick it up because I've got a fan going and it's already like struggling a little bit as is. But I've got it over here. You can trust me. I want to make it a little brighter. There we go. But I'm kind of setting the intention that through this candle, you guys will receive the sun's energy. You will receive the energy from this fire. It'll help motivate you, give you some strength, some optimism. So I'm just kind of setting that intention for tonight. And it seems pretty strong and pretty tall for sure. And so let's see. Let's get into just some quick announcements before we get started. If you are new here, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe. I am now uploading videos every Saturday. So that is my new upload schedule. It works better for me to get everyone on Patreon the video early, and it just works a lot easier for editing, and my analytics like it a lot more as well because more of you guys are just online on Saturday, if that makes sense. Anyways, if you want to know when I'm going to be live on these live nights, you can join me on my website. There is an events page. You can find that through like any of my link trees, and you can see the next live night that's coming up. So members, Patreon members, you guys are going to have our member live next Tuesday, so I will see you there. I have some exciting stuff to share with you guys there. Some things going on behind the scenes that are in the works that I can't necessarily share publicly yet, but I can share with you guys privately. So join me next Tuesday for those of you who are Patreon members for our member live nights. I need my phone so I can set a timer. Hey, everyone. Let's see. It looks like Karen said, I watched your video today about your daily routines. Very cool. I'm glad you like that. I put a lot of effort into that one. I was very, very proud of it. Thank you, Jennifer. Happy summer solstice. Did you guys do anything fun today? I did so much. I'm like sweaty and gross. I'm glad this is virtual because I don't want y'all smelling me. I'm like clearly like still in my tank top. Anyway. What was I looking up? Oh, I'm going to set a timer for our members tonight. These are for our YouTube members. And when this alarm goes off, you guys, one member will get a reading tonight. Hello, Yurika. Yurika gave me a great video idea. You guys might see that eventually. I don't know if I'll do it this next filming round or the filming round after that, but Yurika basically gave me the idea of how to have more confidence in your psychic abilities. We've done that kind of like in a pick a card, but I could definitely speak more to that. Why are you blurry? Stop it. Anyways. Hello, Shannon. Karen will be there. Yay! Hello, Adrian. Good to see you guys. Are the notifications working better? I've been trying to put up ahead of time. Hey, I'm going to be live. Okay, so I got my timer for the member. Yeah, join me on Patreon if you guys want to be a part of that. Everyone over there gets basically access to Q&A videos every month. You also get access to group readings and more things that I'm just totally spacing on. All right. So yeah, member live next week, and then Saturdays are our new video days. Saturdays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. If you care to join me live, it'll be that time so that, you guys can jump on and ask questions. I always am watching live on those videos in case you guys have any questions about that video. One quick thing before we get started. I have 2 decks that I no longer resonate with. If anybody wants these and is willing to just pay shipping, I will get it to you. Just shoot me a message. And you can look up videos maybe to see if you'd like them. So this is, and probably people, well, I guess if you're willing to pay shipping, I can ship it anywhere. But the Shaman's Oracle, very lightly used. And then Women's Body, Women's Wisdom Oracle cards. This is a very interesting Oracle card deck. I tried to use it, but it's kind of got like a system to it where it's almost like it has like 5 suits, and then it has the same cards within each suit. So maybe look up a YouTube video of somebody unboxing it, see if you like it. If you want it, they're yours. I will ship it to you. Just shoot me a message. Otherwise, I'm going to put them on a tarot swap website and just swap them out for something else. But I wanted to give you guys first access in case you're looking for a new deck. Alrighty, you guys. Let's talk summer solstice. Summer solstice is today. It is the longest day of the year. It is still light out. It's still going to be light out, at least for me, for almost another hour and 45 minutes. So probably the whole time we are on here, we're still going to have sun, which is crazy. But then every day after today, the days are going to get shorter and shorter until the autumn equinox. And then we are at like an equal length. The day and the night are equal. And then when we get into winter solstice, that's when the nights are the longest and the days are the shortest. Fun fact of how you can remember this is equinoxes equal, the word equinox has the word equal in it. And so technically today is a solstice, and a solstice means that that either the day or the night is a little bit longer. There's a significant change in it. So it's technically not like summer equinox. It's technically summer solstice and winter solstice. And then when it's equal, that's spring equinox and fall equinox, right? I think so. Yeah, because you don't say fall solstice. So fun fact of how to remember it. I am filming again today. We've done Sabbath vlogs. This is the 4th Sabbath of the year. I've already done the first 2. You can go back and watch that. Next week, you're going to see this Sabbath vlog, which is going to be midsummer, and then the previous Sabbath, which was Beltane. So you're going to see the next 2 Sabbaths pretty darn soon here. I might have to jump off a little bit earlier tonight so that I can finish filming for you all. But I go over this book. I talk about what it is. Basically, just know that today is like a big celebration. It's the day that we're done planting. We're done planting the seeds. We're waiting for the harvest. We are asking our guides, our deities, to bless the harvest, to help grow it. This is at least what would happen kind of in the older days. And then, we're celebrating. We're celebrating the fact that we're done planting. Harvest is around the corner. Summer is at its peak. And it's just a big celebration of the solar energies that are going on. And a lot of it is celebrated with fire, which is why I've got this candle over here burning. You can't see it. If you watch the vlog, you'll end up seeing it. Happy Lisa! Rabbit in the house. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to say about it? I mean, if you want to learn more about it, obviously you're going to see that video soon. I don't want to go too much into it. But I'm basically learning as I go. I'm renting out these books from the library, buying them if I need to. And I'm learning and I'm teaching you guys through my videos. And then I'm doing a lot of the things in the book to practice. So the fire candle that I've got tonight is from the book. I've got our group reading that is also from a tarot spread in this book. And I think we're going to get shit. Sorry, guys. I just threw my phone. I think we're going to get started here. Oh, and thank you, Winifred. Winifred, I just saw you donated. So we will get to you as soon as the group reading is over. All right. So let's go to this spread. I'm giving free readings once we get to the individual reading part. We do a group reading to start the night, And then if somebody donates, like Winifred, she did it through we'll go through that list first. If we catch up, we do free readings. That's how it works. So stick around. I'm all jazzed up from today. We've had so much going on. All right. Let's see. Okay. I have to read the book for this spread, but we are doing the Tarot Sun spread, which I feel like looks very similar to some other spreads, but we're going to start. And basically the intention that I set when I pull these cards is I asked for you guys, think of a situation, think of somebody, think of something that you're going through that you really want advice on. I'm going to kind of pull these cards. So we're going to be talking about a situation, a person, a relationship, something that you want to know more about, kind of what the obstacles are, what the advice is, and how you can get there. So let's start with the first card. And this first card is you right now. And this is laid out in a pretty sun. You just can't see it. And the first card I started out with for everyone is the moon, which is very interesting, especially when we're talking about the sun. That to me is kind of saying, like, you guys right now, you could be doing one of two things. You could be trusting your intuition a lot. You could be really going in the flow. I feel like more of you, though, are kind of not. You're hiding behind something. Maybe there's a mask. Maybe there is, or maybe somebody else, this situation kind of has a mask. Like you're not seeing it for its full potential. Usually with the moon, this is kind of like what's hidden, what's hidden from us. And if this card represents us, it could also mean what are we hiding from other people. And then we get into the next card, beautiful. And this, what is this one? We're going clockwise around this little circle that I've laid out. The situation or your question. This is interesting. And we pulled the Magician. And I think I totally know where this is going. Okay. And so the Magician, this card is basically like, hey, you are a master manifester. This situation, you can make happen how you want because up here, you have control. You have control of how you deal with the situation. You have control of letting go. You have control of bringing in whatever is for your highest and best good. And right now, I feel like we're doubting our ability to manifest, which is why we're kind of like hiding from things. Let me pull the rest of this, though, because I feel the full picture. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups. And then what's this next card? Obstacles that stand in your way. And we pulled the King of Cups. This being an obstacle of, fully understanding your emotions. I swear I pulled all these same cards last night. And I'm kind of getting this like general theme of like, we really want something to happen. The universe is trying to say, it's happening. Stop self-sabotaging. And with this card being our obstacle, it's like the obstacle in our way is not facing our emotions, not coming at it with like a fresh ideas and saying, hey, how can I turn this on its head? How can I get out of feeling stuck? How do I do the inner work around what I want, what I'm excited about? If this is another person, it's like the way I'm viewing this. Am I really like going through my head, my mind and saying, am I treating this the best way that it can be treated? Like the King of Cups to me is somebody who feels secure, emotionally secure in themselves. And if we're not feeling this way, that can definitely be kind of blocking our vision of being able to step into this master manifestor role. Like, if we're trying to manifest something and we're not feeling secure in our emotions, if we're not feeling secure in how we feel because we're self-sabotaging, because we're beating ourselves up or doing whatever it is, it's a very hard for us to see that we can manifest, if that makes sense. And then the next card I pulled for the group, possible solutions to those obstacles. And this is the Three of Swords. This is kind of, for some of us, it's heartbreak. For some of us, it's walking away from the situation because we know it's just not going to work. And if you've been kind of feeling that gut feeling, you know, maybe lean into that. But this is also kind of saying, like, there is like this group mentality. There are people here to help you. This reading is so for me now too. The Three of Swords can also say, like, you don't have to go through the heartbreak. Like, a lot of us feel like we have to go through that. We feel like there has to be a struggle with this situation when it really doesn't need to be. And so maybe that heartbreak or that struggle is kind of just an illusion. And maybe we need to set our expectations higher instead of expecting the worst. Like, I feel like the energy today is just like we're expecting the worst. And because of that, we're manifesting it. And then this next card is the guidance or suggestions to give you direction. And we got the King of Swords. So this is really getting on top of our mental attitude. This is really saying, where am I letting my mind go? Am I letting my mind go to those places of self-sabotage, of thinking I'm not good enough, of thinking that I'm not worthy enough? Whatever the situation is, like, this general theme is like, you're in your head too much. You're sabotaging this. You're not seeing, you know, the emotions that need to be dealt with. And because of that, you think it's all falling apart. But actually, you can bring this to a good conclusion. Like, have higher expectations. Face the things that you are trying to hide from. I love this reading. Okay. Last card. Well, the last card for the sun spread, I pulled one more, is the Empress. And this was the future card. The Empress is somebody who manifests all the amazing things that she wants. Like, literally, I feel like the Magician is the precursor to the Empress. The Magician invites all the energy in, and then the Empress sits on the bounty, sits on the abundance. Like, abundance is here for you, like, whatever it is. Like, I'm feeling this is such a general message of, like, money, relationships, friendships, like any of it. I feel like, or maybe you just need better boundaries with people in your life. This is going to be us if you follow this advice, because you've set those boundaries with yourself. You're saying, no, I'm not going to naysay myself. No, I'm not going to give into this fear. I'm going to kind of take heed of this advice. And because of that, you're going to be that manifester. You're going to manifest this stuff and bring it in. And then this last card that I pulled, I just asked, generally, what do we need to know from this? Believe in the impossible. Oh my gosh, this is blue moon. Like, you know, when we say, oh, once in a blue moon, something will happen, like, really get out of that mindset. We are now into this new mindset of, no, I can have this. I don't need XYZ to happen first. I can manifest these things. Believe in the impossible. Gosh dang it, man, I love this message for tonight. Thank you, guides. I was kind of skeptical about this, like, tarot spread, but I really enjoyed it. Giving snaps for this reading. Oh, I love that. Okay. So that was the group reading for tonight. Let us go ahead and get into the individual readings. I want to kind of jump quickly to those again because I want to try to jump off before the sunset so I can go film one more thing for my vlog tonight. All right. Okay. So Winifred, if you want to send me your question, let me just make sure you didn't send it through Venmo. Sometimes people do that. I don't think I saw a question in the chat, but Winifred, whenever you're ready, send that over and we'll get started. Yeah, I don't see any questions. We're waiting on Winifred, but I'll give her a minute. I think I'm done with that, right? Yeah. I'm just also trying not to set myself on fire over here with this candle. I think I can lift it up and show you. Whoa. It's already maybe like a third of the way burn out. And I set the intention, I said it at the beginning, but setting the intention that all this energy from tonight, all the energy from the sun is going to be transferred to you all, if you so choose to take it. All right, I'm going to wait on Winifred, but while we do so, we don't have any other donations, so we will jump to a free reading next. And then we'll just keep doing that until we get more donations. That flame is massive. It is really tall, actually. So that to me says, like, you all are getting that energy tonight. I mean, I felt that way through that reading. Gosh, that was such like a positive, like, you can have the things you want if you just get out of your own way. All right. I am thinking of, I was about to think of the sun. That's not going to, that'll be too easy. I am thinking of, Winifred. Okay, sorry. We'll jump back to that. Hang on. So Winifred just asked who are her guides, and let's pull some cards. All right. I'll first tune in to see what I see, and then I'll pull some cards just on their messages. You know, Winifred, the immediate first thing I saw was like an older woman in a cottage. Like, she was almost giving me like Hansel and Gretel vibes. I don't know if you maybe resonate with that story. It could be like maybe even like a witchy ancestor. I'm kind of leaning more towards that. Or maybe she's just kind of like this symbol of an older crone, of an older woman. I'm almost, yeah, every one that I say, I kind of lean towards even more. And I'm just going to ask, what is she here to help you with? And to answer that question, I kind of feel like she's specifically here to help you move through the next chapters of your life, but like long term. Like, I feel like she's a guide that's going to stick around for a long time. Definitely like feminine energy. I think there's maybe some fear of like growing older, getting older, and she's here to help you with that. Gosh, and I just pulled the magic card, and I'm literally getting like witchy vibes from this, Winifred. I don't know if you're into that. You don't have to be. But I'm kind of getting that if you kind of went down that route of like exploring some, I don't think necessarily witchcraft itself, but maybe some of the guides and deities that Wiccans believe in. Like, I feel like she is one of these people. And you might like actually find like a name and a face to her. Because I'm taking this magic very literally. Like, I'm thinking like I literally said it, like witch in the woods kind of energy. Did she know her? I'm hearing like yes and no. I almost wonder if you knew her in a past life, maybe even just like in past lives or previous lives, you've connected with her so much that she's so strongly with you. Like, the fact that she's coming across and saying, I'm going to be here with you all of your life, I feel like that's kind of, I don't want to say rare, but, you know, sometimes guides only come in for like a brief moment or two. I almost wonder, I don't know them well enough, which is why I think they're encouraging you to go like do your own exploring, because I don't know those deities very well. I'm going to ask what message this kind of older woman guide has for you. And I feel like you've just had a lot of challenges lately. It's almost like the same energy of the group reading that we just had, of like, I feel like you've just been like mentally going through it, and you're just like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna stop? And you're just tired of things. And I'll show you this card. It's like this woman has this shield bubble around her and she's trying to fight it. I feel like this is you lately, and I feel like this guide is saying that you have tougher skin now because of this. You've like put up this bubble and you're like, oh, you know, you're grumpy that all of this stuff has happened, but at the same time it's kind of like you're a lot stronger for it. And then I pulled the Justice card, and to me this card is saying all of the crap that you've been through. I'm like hearing another reading. Did I do that? Which did I do that reading? Oh, I did the reading in the vlog today. Okay. But basically, this is kind of saying like all the crap that you've kind of been dealt with. And I got the same thing today, but it was for myself. So I kind of almost wonder if this is collectively what's going to happen for the rest of the year for us. It's almost like the first half of the year was very inconsistent, very hit or miss. And now the next half of the year is very much like, okay, all the effort we put in, all the trudging, all of the awfulness, justice is going to come back. Those scales are going to be balanced. We're going to see why it all happened. Everything is going to be returned back to us. Honestly, Winifred, if you're not like into that stuff yet, maybe just do some light research. I feel like she's also saying like some of that stuff might be very interesting to you. The end of a tough cycle approaches. She's really here to help you through all of this, Winifred. And so I really feel like maybe trying to connect with her more might be helpful to you. Full moon in Capricorn. I'm just seeing if there's anything else with this. I think this might be work related, but I think she's trying to say like, it's going to be better. You know, I can be here to kind of help you with like your fears and your stresses. It's going to get better. The balance is going to get restored. And so maybe that gives you a little bit of hope. All right. Thank you, Winifred, for your donation. I am going to do a free reading because we don't have any more donations. So I am going to think of a color. If you can think of the color that I'm thinking of, then you get the reading. Ooh, I know what we'll do next time. You guys are fast tonight. You're welcome, Winifred. Yellow, Yurika, you got it. Yay! Yurika, let me know what your question is. I think our member buzzer is going to go off pretty soon. Did I bring my... Oh, I left it. And I made this little bracelet kind of thingy that goes along with this candle. Setting the intention that the flame and all of the sun's energy is going into this flame. It's infusing this little bracelet, and then I'm going to wear it and bring it around with me. General message from your guides. Your guide always guesses right. Yeah, I feel like there's been a few times where she's been on and like every single one you almost got. And then we had to like pass it off to other people. What does your internet connection say, Lauren? It says it's full. It says I have a very strong signal. All bars. Hopefully. Am I laggy? All right. Oh. I just about snuffed that candle. I need to be careful. General message from Yurika's guides. All right, let's do it. What are we talking about? There is like this one single flower that's growing outside my garden right now, and I see it perfectly. and the sun is literally lighting it up and nothing else. And they're like these, ooh, that was my member timer. Karen, you get the next reading because you were the most recent one to comment. So after Eureka, Karen, if you have a question, throw it up. All right. So Eureka, I asked, what do you guys want to talk about? I pulled the Knight of Cups in reverse. And this is such a cool drawing, by the way. And I've talked about this new deck that I've gotten in those 2 lives. Freaking love it. It's like my new favorite deck. I'm using it all the time. Knight of Cups in reverse. This is specifically about not taking action on your emotions or just having like emotional stagnation, like not moving forward. So I'm just going to ask what the advice is. Karen's like, whoa, I get a free reading just for being here. Okay. I'm going to ask why this is happening. So I asked what you can do about this. And I got Sanctuary. Take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. That makes absolute sense to me. With, if you're feeling like emotionally you're just not working through things, you're stuck emotionally, maybe if you don't feel this way, awesome, maybe I'm totally connecting wrong. But this is about just taking time to sit through it, go through those emotions, journal it out, meditate, whatever it is for you to just get all of that stuff out of the way so you can move on. For a while, for me, that was just listening to other readings online to help me just get through the day. And then I asked why this is happening. And I got communication is key. New moon in Gemini. I think maybe you're not communicating what you need more, Eureka, through to other people, to yourself. Maybe you're just not. I'm like, it's almost like setting boundaries of saying, no, I don't want to do that. No, this isn't me. This is what I want. This is not what I want. And I feel like maybe you're fighting that communication. Maybe you're fighting speaking that truth. And that's why you feel stuck emotionally. But if you sat down and kind of went through the work of, just feeling those feelings, you're going to feel a whole lot better. You're welcome, Eureka. How do my guides know? It's like, they're like Santa Claus. They know when you're asleep. They know when you're awake. All right. So it's how she receives it on her end. Because on mine, I was first. Interesting. Yeah, it must be, because I've had people say that and I've had people like argue with me. I've always been like, wait, I'm like scrolling up. I think it's yellow. Or I think that's, the first person. But yeah, if it's showing up different on yours, it'll just have to be what's on mine. Sorry, Amber, you were so close. All right, so Karen is next. And again, if you want a reading for tonight, you can send a donation, especially because I probably am only going to do like another hour. I got to get out of here before the sun sets. Any messages from my guides? All right. I'm going to shuffle away from this candle. Bam and bam. Ooh, okay. Big energy coming through. I was like, 2 cards. We got both the Devil reversed and Emperor reversed. Let me just ask why this is happening. Okay. So Karen, you need a break. So I'm asking why this is happening. I'll get to that in a second. Take time to breathe it out. And this is the disseminating moon. This is just like taking a step away from things. And when, you don't do that, what happens is you get the devil and you get the emperor reversed. And really with these cards, it's kind of saying you're not setting the boundaries with yourself. You're not taking breathers. Maybe that's in your personal life. Maybe that's with other people or your schedule, whatever it may be. When you set better boundaries with other people, your time, your energy, you are nurturing yourself. You are kind of, you're able to take that time out. You're able to give yourself what you need. Maybe it's not so much a time out as just like, when you need to go to the bathroom, you're going to the bathroom. Like when you need to sleep, you go get some sleep. When you need to, actually see people and get around other people, you're doing it because you're saying, I need this and I'm going to put myself first. And I feel like what's happening is you're not necessarily doing that. So your boundaries maybe are not as good. You're kind of being a little flimsy with your boundaries. Maybe people are taking more advantage of you. Maybe your time is taking more advantage of you. Your schedule, you feel like you don't have control over it. And what I love about the Devil card is that it's basically saying, in the traditional tarot, I just love explaining the artistry behind it. But basically, there's like a man and a woman on either side of this devil, and they're chained to the devil. But the chains are loose. Like they can easily take the chains off, walk away. The devil is really about like the devil in your mind, the fear in your mind. And it's really just an illusion. You can walk away from it. It's not as scary as you think it is. It's more how the fear holds you back from doing things. And I think I'm trying to figure out if there's an order to this, like what caused what. I don't know if it started with I'm hearing yes. I think when you have these fears, when you have these perceived limitations and you hold yourself back, it starts to affect your ability to say, yes, I need this, or no, I don't need this, because you feel like there's restrictions on you. And when you feel like there's imposed restrictions and you let that have control, you stop setting your boundaries, you stop giving yourself what you need. And so I think to kind of work backwards through this, take a time out, take breathers, take what you need from yourself, from other people. So then you start having those boundaries more. And when you have the boundaries, you can walk away from those fears and say no to them. I kind of feel like this is, a little bit generic, but I feel like it applies to a lot of little areas in your life. So you might see as it crops up that it actually might apply to several little things. All right, so that message was for Karen. What deck are you using, Lauren? So this is my new favorite tarot deck. This is called the Chromatic Fates Tarot. I talked about it in detail in our member live night, and I talked about it a little bit the last live night. But basically, each of these cards is designed by a different artist, and they literally gave them one color. And it's the color on the border, I believe. And they basically had to come up with the card based on that one color. So it's 78 different artists. And I found out about it because one of the artists I did a video for, and she did the moon card. And she's a local artist here in Colorado. She did that painting back there and a lot of paintings in my house. But my husband bought me this deck, and it's like my new favorite deck. Love it. It's called the Chromatic Fates Tarot. But if you're trying to find it on Instagram, it's the Color Tarot Project. It's super confusing. Hello, JC. I'm glad you caught me. Hello, Angelica. I am doing good. I'm loving this summer air. Oh, today was so nice. I don't know about you guys, but like the last week and a half, it's been like 90 degrees. But today it was just like 80 at the hottest. It was so wonderful. So nice. Let's see. Okay, I thought somebody sent another donation. Nope. All right. Next free reading. I am thinking of an animal. If you can think of the animal that I'm thinking of, then you get the reading. I have to listen again. Same here. It's 95. Oof. What was the animal? Okay. I'm thinking of an animal. If you can guess the animal that I'm thinking of, then you get the reading. This candle's like maybe 2/3 of the way gone now. Animal, animal, animal. This animal is a symbol of Lisa. The pool water is even hot. That's when you know it's hot. It's a very small animal. I have another hint to narrow it down if nobody gets it. Smaller animal. It's the logo of a cereal company. B, you got it, Karen. Let's see. But Karen already got the member, or what was my rules for the member reading? Oh, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I let you have another one. So it was a B. Sorry. Karen got it. Karen, I should write it down. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you get, like, even though you got the timed reading, I'm pretty sure you get one more guessing. But then if Karen guesses another one again, she has to pass it on. So Karen, if you have another question, let me know. If you want to pass it on, you can also do that. Totally up to you. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Super Little Guy. We haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Bee is an insect. Oh, is that technically not an animal? I mean, aren't humans animals too? I don't know. Maybe not. There was that one time that I called a tomato a vegetable, and I got in trouble that night. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's a fruit. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, you can send a donation and you can get a reading. Otherwise, we kind of do the free readings. And it counts. Oh, bees are not mammals. We're all going to learn something tonight. Olives are fruits too. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So Karen's asked her question, but I will say, so bees are a symbol of summer because of like fertility, honey, you make the honey, you harvest it. It's a very, like, you'll see bees synonymous with summer, midsummer, Letha. Also they're yellow, obviously. Midsummer colors red, orange, yellow. Bees make me think of abundance. Yes, that too. Abundance, growth. You'll see kind of all of the themes of it in the video that I recorded today. Okay. Will you meet significant persons? I'm just going to ask it as a yes or no question just to see. It's interesting because we got a sun, even though it's not technically the sun. Page of Coins is this card, but the pentacles, the sun, the discs are also a symbol of the sun. Any shaped object is usually kind of like throwback to the sun. So Page of Coins, Karen, kind of what I'm getting with this energy is that there's new, fresh energy around meeting somebody else, which is great. That's exactly what you would want to hope for. The Page of Coins is like the practical stuff is lining up. The practical stuff of maybe like being in the right place at the right time, maybe signing up for a dating something, like a dating site, the practical stuff is definitely in your favor. That's new, that's fresh, that's changing. I'm just going to ask how you can manifest that. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. So that might be examining some of your past relationships, letting go of anything that fully needs to be let go of, doing like a cord cutting meditation. A new start is coming soon. Like, Karen, I'm kind of getting overall yes. Like, it's a start to that energy. You know, that doesn't mean you're going to get in a relationship tomorrow necessarily, but the energies are shifting for you to manifest this. So I feel like at the very least, like, your guys are trying to say, hold the hope, because in a lot of ways you're kind of saying, oh, maybe it's not going to work. Maybe it's not going to happen. But just if you go into this with the idea of, no, it's going to happen. Now's the time. I don't know how, I don't know when, but the card said the energy is ripe for it. You're at least holding the door open is like what I'm hearing. And then you can figure out what's on the other side of the door or how to get there, you know, all of that later. But right now, your biggest thing is not letting the past kind of keep that door closed, if that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing little nudges in different directions to help you manifest that, Karen. You did a little intention jar during the last full moon using honey. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's what I want to talk to you guys about in the Member Live next week. I want to talk to you about the new moon manifestation that I made. We all talked about that and how I'm already seeing it manifest. But I can't share it yet. Hello, Michael. I get scared of dragonflies. All right, Jordan, any messages from Hecate? No one ever knows how to say her name correctly. You know what's funny is I totally saw her today. I saw her earlier today. Where was that I was tuning into her? I've never worked with her myself, but whoa, those did not want to shuffle. Okay, Jordan. Okay. I have never pulled this card. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at that artwork. It's like a tea party. Again, each of these are designed by like a different artist. If it wants to focus. I realize that I always forget to do my nails before these live nights. Okay. What is this in regards to? Hang on. Sorry, Jordan. I can't remember in what way. Like, I think I saw her, like, literally, like, on my phone or something. Like, she just, sometimes, you know, they pop up in that way. Okay, sorry. Anyway, what this is about is receiving. So I pulled the Empress and the Six of Cups. The Empress is somebody who's totally in charge of their boundaries. They are manifesting abundance. Like, she's sitting on top of this abundance of pomegranates, and she's just like, yes, I own it. I brought it in. It's mine. Like, this is the energy we always want to have. But then it's interesting because we also got the Six of Cups, and this is like the emotional struggle. It's the emotional, the energy that I'm kind of getting from this card. It's like she's putting on a face. She wants to like be seen as like the hostess. She wants to be like, oh, this is an amazing tea party. All my friends love me. But in actuality, she like hates being there and like hates everyone at the table, like doing things that you don't want to do. I'm trying to figure out what this is. about? Six of Cups. Clarifier card, please. Okay. I pulled the you're very close to achieving your goal. Heck, who's that I was reading earlier? Winifred. I wonder maybe if it's Hecate that I was also talking to. Because it's almost like the same message here of like the Six of Cups feeling like emotionally you're just maybe not where you want to be. You're doing the things out of habit, but maybe you're not quite feeling it. And I think it's, what am I missing here? I'm missing a piece to this puzzle. Hang on. I feel like we're talking about something much bigger than what I can do in like a quick reading. Hang on, give me a second. Sorry. Okay. So I think what's going on here, you're doing the things you don't want to do. And I think it's because maybe you're denying something that should happen. You know, it's interesting that I use this terminology of like the other people in the room, because I also just pulled the partnership card in this in reverse. And to me, I'm wondering if where you're holding yourself back is because you're not necessarily allowing other people in. That could be in a personal way or in a business way. Like, I feel like you're trying to do it all. And I feel like there's something about authenticity with this card of maybe the people around you are not as authentic as they could be, or maybe you just need that. Maybe you're just missing kind of this tribe of people. You know, maybe in the past it's always kind of been just icky people. I think that's the case because your guides are saying you're close to achieving your goal. Sorry, your guides being Hecate. And like, this is going to be you. This abundance is around the corner. But for some reason, there's this issue around other people that's kind of blocking you. And I'm kind of hearing that it could be two totally separate things. Like, you could be over here trying to manifest money, and there could be this block around other people and friendships that's like actually affecting it. Because sometimes when your energy is closed off or you're resentful about something, you know, even if it's unrelated, I think it kind of just blocks you from manifesting things. And I'm trying to think of a good example, because this happened to me recently. There's something with money. Oh, and I know it's in my journal, but I just feel like there's something about your past and the relationships in your past and the fact that you don't let people in too much that she's trying to come in and help with, because I feel like it blocks your ability to receive. It blocks this abundance to come in. And I think it's because energetically you're blocking other people in some way. That doesn't mean you have to go out and make a ton of friends to necessarily like fix this. It's more just about acknowledging that, acknowledging how other people could help you, even if it's just strangers, or acknowledging how, you know, relationships don't always have to be so negative. And maybe it just releases something that allows you to open up a door, if that makes sense. Because I feel like there's just something kind of in your way. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop there. I feel like there's more to unpack with that past thing, but hopefully if that makes sense, it resonates, you probably will click with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm going to move on. To be fair, I'm pretty resentful towards plenty of people. And I think, you know, that energy, you know, even though we're like, oh, I want to be totally in alignment with the universe, I want to manifest all of these things. But then when we act a different way over here, oh, I remember what it is. So this might just be a message for everybody, but health and wealth. So two things you don't necessarily think are related, health and wealth. And so I was kind of asking, where am I blocked around like money? And I kept getting this message around health, like taking care of myself, allowing myself enough time to sleep, eat, drink, you know, all of that stuff, put good food in my body. And I realized, and I started to put two and two together, and my guides kind of sent me this video of some other YouTuber that I haven't ever seen since. And her video was kind of like, when you tell the universe, I don't care about myself, I'm going to put crap in my body, I'm not going to take care of my physical body, what you're kind of sending out is the energy of I'm not worth it, I don't care. So then when you have that energy subconsciously, and then you come over here to try to manifest money or a new car or something like that, you know, you're saying I want this, but you're also saying I don't deserve, you know, in a lot of ways. And so there's kind of subtle energies that kind of interact with each other. Even though you're like, oh no, that's a totally separate thing, you know, if that's a lot of your day-to-day life, you know, same with people. Like if you're constantly angry towards other people, that is putting you in a bad mood, you know, how does that affect stuff over here? I think it does have an effect. I think that's what I'm trying to get across. All right. Thanks, Jordan. All right. Let's see. All right, guys, I've got maybe like 35 more minutes. I might do Law of Attraction. Anyways, I'm like caught up on that message. I felt that message. I think that was from more than one person. And I think sometimes we separate things out so much and we don't realize like how much that energy affects other things, if that makes sense. And then so I realized, oh, okay, I'll take care of myself a little bit better. And then it's like I felt better, which made me, you know, work better. It made me just be able to show up in a lot better ways. And I was like, oh, duh, these are related. But also I was saying, hey, I'm going to take care of myself because I do deserve to take care of myself. And so therefore I do deserve money. You know what? It's all kind of related. All right, so I'm going to think of another thing that you guys have got to guess. Oh, I feel like I always do the same things. Here, this is why I have a list. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I am thinking of, this might be hard for non-US people, but I'm thinking of a state in the US. If you can think of the state that I'm thinking of, you get a reading. This one just came out of nowhere. Double blanks. I've never actually been to this state. I don't know if there's anything there that's very interesting. You have to tell me if anybody knows if there's anything cool in this state. Nobody's gotten it yet. Idaho! JC, you got it. Nice. JC, let me know what your question is. Idaho. Yeah, I've never been to Idaho. I don't know what's there. I feel like there's probably not a whole lot there. Our little candle is almost gone. Potatoes! Potatoes are in Idaho? There are potatoes there. How did I not know that? Oh, let me pull it in front of it. Ooh. Almost gone. Woohoo. Potatoes. Yeah, no, I've never been there. Message from guides. Okay. Spelled it wrong, but you got it. Massive flame. Yeah, I know. Whoa, and it got even bigger when I just looked at it. Okay. JC. What are we talking about? Love it. What is this about? All right. JC, I feel like this was a continuation of the group reading that I did at the beginning. If you didn't see that, maybe rewatch it. I pulled the Death card, and then I pulled the Fool, both of these being major arcana, and then Possibility. So to me, this is saying something needs to die. Something needs to be let go of. Doesn't mean you or any, people, but death it's about rebirth. It's about what grows from the ashes. And when we let go of things, I'm using the door analogy a lot tonight, but when we close a door, another door can open. And my guys are kind of like rolling their eyes and making a joke. They're like, well, technically multiple doors can be open at once. You don't have to. It's not a door for a door. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. That's a dumb analogy. Anyways, the Death card being, there's something that, and maybe I kind of feel like you're already here. There's something that you've been letting go of. There's something that you're moving past. You're really feeling like there's an end of a chapter somewhere in your life. And I feel like this is kind of like a progression, because the Fool, I feel like, is what comes next. And this is almost like somebody who goes into uncharted territory, maybe a little bit naively, but you're not really sure what comes next. But the thing about the Fool is that they're brave. They go for it. They're excited. They're excited about the next chapter. I feel like your guides just want you to embody this energy. I feel like you might be fighting it a little bit. You might be hanging on to the things that no longer serve you. So they're really saying, hey, where can you let go of? What things can you put in the past, and then really open yourself up to, new possibilities and new opportunities. And even though you don't necessarily see what's like next, it's about trusting that the universe is going to show you. And with this Possibility card, I feel like there's just a little bit of pessimism there. This is saying raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. And I feel like you're kind of putting yourself down. Maybe either you feel like you can't get past some of this stuff, or maybe you're having a hard time seeing the hope, seeing what could be. But at the core, your guides just want you to have elevated expectations. You don't have to know what's coming, but it's more about saying, no, something good is coming my way. Things get better. There's this affirmation that I love that never has stuck with me, which means I really need to keep looking at it a little bit more. Hang on. Now I got to look it up. It's something along the lines of when it gets better, it gets better. Where's my app? I think that doesn't sound right. I guess I don't have it in my app. See, I know I need this affirmation too, but it's when it gets better, it gets better. And the intention here is that, you don't exactly know what it is that is better. You're just having the hope. You're having the expectation. And because this was so similar to the group reading, I feel like a few other people might need this. And with that affirmation, the biggest thing I want to say is that a lot of times I want you to think about this, something good comes along your path. You get a chunk of money, you get, a new piece of furniture or something. And where does your mind go after that? Especially when it comes to what you can manifest next. Do you usually say something along the lines of oh, well, that was my good luck for the month. Oh, something good isn't going to happen for another couple weeks. Oh, that's it for another couple days. And I realized I had this same thing too of why do I feel like I'm only allowed to have a certain number of good things, and then a certain number of time has to pass before I can have that good thing? You know what I mean? And so that's where that intention comes in of when it gets better, it gets better. It keeps on improving. I'm just looking at the chat. I didn't see it. That's funny. Whoa. Somebody's speeding through my alleyway. I was going to ask what my next move is supposed to be, so this is fitting. I'm going to work on states for Lauren 225. Sorry, maybe I should chop that one off my list. Was there anything I wanted to say? When it rains, it pours. Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Let's do another guessing game, maybe like one or two more, and then we'll kind of cut it off for donations because the sun is setting now. Okay. Maybe just one more. I have to jump off to finish the rest of today's vlog. Sorry, guys. I am thinking of... Ooh, that's too complicated. Maybe not. Let's try it. Oh, thank you, Mickey. Hang on, sorry. We'll do Mickey next. You're welcome, JC. Hey, Lauren, do you have any messages from your guides and ancestors? We'll just pull, wow, one card. What are you hiding from? This is another card that we pulled at the beginning. The only reason why I'm mentioning it is I feel like maybe there might be another message for you, Mickey, in the group reading at the beginning if you missed it. The moon. This is all about what are we hiding from? What mask are we wearing? What emotions are you hiding from? The moon, you know, the moon only comes when it's dark out, right? And it's facing those dark shadow moments. Let me just pull one card. I'm going to ask what this is about. Nothing is yet set in stone. Honestly, Mickey, like I kind of feel like this is something that you're trying to manifest, something that you want. Your guides, I feel like you're kind of trying to push on something. You're like, I want this thing to happen. And I feel like your guides are saying there's something missing here. There's something that you're hiding from. Maybe it's sort of blocking you. And the fact that nothing is set in stone is kind of saying that things can still shift, things can change. You can make it work in your favor, or maybe there's some things that you need to work out before it can fully come to fruition, if that makes sense. And ultimately, the moon card is also just about diving into your intuition to kind of figure all of that kind of stuff out, if that makes sense. Anything else for Mickey? I'm just doing a little bit shorter because my minimum is $7, but a win-win outcome is in forecast. So to me, this is saying that thing you are trying to manifest, like it's going to come, but it'll be a lot easier if you can face kind of those things that you've been ignoring. That'll, and you know, getting them out of the way. I feel like especially emotions is going to help you manifest whatever this is that you're going after a lot more. All right. Yes, thank you, Yurka. So we do donations. Whoa, my flame is going crazy. This is about done. Which, hang on, sorry, I need to get one shot of it for my vlog, and I totally forgot. Whoa. This flame is dancing over here. Say hey, everyone. Hang on, I want to pull one card on anything we should know about this flame, this candle tonight. You are good enough. That's that same message with the group reading. Like we're self-sabotaging. Like go back and watch that one. I felt like that one just came through so strongly. We're self-sabotaging because we feel like we don't deserve it. We feel like we're not good enough. Or maybe we feel like, you know, we only have so many good things we're allowed in a day, a week, a month. And with this candle, which is like, it's really dancing over here. I set the intention with this candle that, you know, we're going to bring in the energy of the sun. And if you guys saw my Instagram post today, the sun is all about success, vitality, joy, optimism. We need some of that, you know? And when I think, you know, why this candle is going crazy is because it's trying to get that energy to you all. We all need it. Hey, Lauren's vlog. We are good enough. Oh, thank you, Mickey. Let me pull one more card since you sent just a little bit more. Anything else that Mickey needs to know about this situation? Trust. Leap into the unknown. This to me, Mickey, is all about letting go of the how. Have faith and move forward. Believe that you will fly. I'm just going to ask, what is it that she needs to be like facing? What is that? Hidden stuff. Show the world the real you. Maybe you're not being your most authentic self. You know, maybe you're not really diving into who you are, who you want to be, what you want to say, what you want to do. And because of that, maybe that's blocking a little bit of what you're trying to manifest. And maybe, you know, that's controlling a little bit of this how that we need to let go of. It's surrendering to the universe, trusting that it's going to happen. I can't explain how much, like, I understand that message and I've learned it over and over and over and over again over the years. But it's so hard to put into words. I've wanted to make it a video. I've wanted to make it a podcast. It's just so complicated to try to describe. You have to go through it, I feel like. And the more you trust, the more amazing things start to happen. And then you're like, wow, this is easy. And then you trust more. And then the more things start to happen. And just, and I don't know. Anyways, I claim this. All right. Let's do one more free reading for the night. And then if anyone wants to donate, I'll probably do one more donated reading and then we're probably going to cap it there. Maybe rather than explaining it, you could do a vlog on your own experience. I have to think how I would do that because it's mostly like up here and in my journals. So it's just me like yakking at you. But I'll think about it. I think it would be good for a podcast. I will have a podcast on anxiety coming up soon. If you struggle with that, I'm going to kind of give you the resources that I have found, kind of talk you through what I went through, how I worked through it. So if you feel like that's something that you struggle with, maybe look out for that podcast. All right, another free reading. Ooh, I'm going to ask a question. What? Okay, I already got an answer. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 15. If you can guess the number, then you get the last free reading of the night. Anxiety. Yes, thank you. And man, have I been through it. I think I'm going to record it tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully it'll be up by the end of the week. We'll see. And with this number, I asked, what number energy do we need right now? I kind of asked. Nobody's got me yet. Number between 1 and 15 for our last free reading, and then I'll open it up. The last reading of the night, I'll do a donation if there is one. 4, Silly Rabbit, you got it. Woohoo! I don't think, Silly Rabbit, you haven't gotten a reading tonight, right? No, I don't think so. So Silly Rabbit got it. It's 4. Silly Rabbit, let me know your question. And then we will do, if anyone wants to donate for the last reading, go ahead, take your spot, and then we'll kind of wrap up. I know we're doing a little bit shorter tonight. I got to go finish up my blog for you guys. Vlog. This candle is so close to being done. Yay, bunny hops. No worries. You think I'll kind of do my like outro here. Thank you guys for joining us for Letha Midsummer. I hope that you guys did something fun for it. If not, no worries. You can watch that vlog. You can maybe see what you can do next year to celebrate. There are going to be 4 more Sabbats for the rest of the year. You can do your research ahead of them. You know, celebrate those with me. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. We have a Facebook group where you guys can join and kind of work out your psychic abilities, practice with other people, also on Instagram. That's where I give a lot of like my updates. Also Patreon, we've got 11 members now. Yay. I'm almost to the point of where I was with members for YouTube. And you're going to get a lot of extra content over there, early access to my videos, coaching Q&As, all sorts of good stuff. I think that's it. And then videos are now going to be on Saturdays. So this week's video, I was going to do animal communication, but I need B-roll for that. And it's been such a crazy week. I think I'm going to swap my videos. I think I'm going to do a different video for this week, because I really want B-roll for that one of my animals. And I did not get it because I've just had a crazy last 2 weeks. So crazy. I had my son's birthday. I had Father's Day. I had my son's birthday party. Now summer solstice. And then like literally I'm not even done. I've got a barbecue this weekend. I've got readings that I got to do. And then I'm going to the Renaissance Fair. It's just, you're going to see it all in this vlog. A message from my guides. What do I need to know right now? Because you're a little confused about your feelings. My brain immediately went to like something romantic. Like, I don't know, did you like have an encounter? You don't have to answer that. My brain like immediately went to that. Maybe I'm wrong. The High Priestess. This is like trusting your gut. This is trusting your intuition. You know, your head tells you one thing, your heart tells you another thing. I think your guys are trying to say, go with the heart. You're not wrong. I was wondering, thank you just for validating that. Sometimes I get hits and I'm like, question them, and because, you know, sometimes people like insinuate things and that's what your brain goes to, but I was curious if that was intuitive. High Priestess, trusting the heart over your kind of your mental thoughts. Let me ask what you need to steer away from and what you can kind of lean towards. So then when you're feeling confused emotionally, you at least have kind of 2 anchor points. If I'm going towards this is the bad road. If I'm not going towards this, well, you get what I'm saying. Okay. Interesting. So don't go towards, are these flopped? Yes. Okay. That's what's happening. So when making these decisions, there is a little discernment that needs to happen. And I find it funny that this card pops up with the roses. And this is saying all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Like, to me, this is saying, like, don't necessarily act on this yet. You don't have the full picture, but also raise your possibilities. Like the theme of tonight, raise your standards, elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. This to me is saying like this could work out. Like, keep it on the table. You want me to share that now? Okay. This is a message for everyone. I heard this from another psychic. Her name is Chloe Taylor. I love her content. And she shared this message of like, don't put your dreams on a pedestal. When you put the things that you want, your desires, your wishes, your hopes on a pedestal that's up above, you make it unattainable. You make it so that you can't achieve it because it's so far out of your reach. So take it off the pedestal, make it neutral, make it not so necessary that you have to have it. And instead of, you know, beating yourself up over it's not going to happen, take it off the pedestal, try to make it as neutral as possible, and then try to raise your vibration or match your vibration to it. And I don't quite have the best advice. I don't know exactly how to do that. That's something I'm trying to figure out myself. It's like, what techniques can we do to kind of say, no, I do deserve this, you know, this level of something, especially when you feel like it is way, way higher above you, way more unattainable. But again, silly rabbit, don't necessarily act on it yet. Be discerning. Like if you're ignoring the discernment, that is a problem. But at the same time, like with this High Priestess card, I think you know where to go with this. Like I know you know what decision to make, but raise your possibilities. Like the energy of this, if I'm not being clear, is like, don't jump into it too fast. There's more you need to see, but also don't discount it. This was like the group reading also. Some nights the group reading feels very strong. Some nights not so much. Tonight it was like super duper strong. All right. Thank you, Silly Rabbit. Oh no, your Dobermans are fighting. That's exactly how I feel. Since confused. Oh well. Maybe just ask your guides for more clarity. Say, guides, send me some clarity. You know, just be open and pay attention to all the little signs. You'd be surprised at how quickly the universe works to give you clarity, especially if you're not trying to make a decision or ignore that, you know, sign, if that makes sense. All right, we're going to wrap it up with the free readings tonight. If anyone wants to donate, do so now so that we can wrap it up. I think the sun has set, so I might have missed my window, but it's not the worst thing. Oh, Winifred, you sent me another Venmo. I don't know if you're still on here, Winifred. I'll send her a message just in case she missed it, or maybe you did send it like just now, actually. Yes, you did. Okay. Ooh, I'll try my best, Winifred. You know what I should do? Oh, our candle. Hang on. Sorry, Winifred. Our candle is almost gone. Setting the intention that all of this energy goes out to you guys watching. The energy that I'm getting from this candle is you guys just sucked the life out of it because you needed it. And now like the wick is like resting on the side of it. You'll see that in my video. And now you guys are like, oh, I'm done. And I'm kind of feeling like that's how we're going to feel towards the end of summer. Let's see. If I pick it up though, it's going to go out. So should I just give up? Is there any point? Don't discount it. Yes, no, raise your possibility that it could work out for sure. Okay, sorry. So Winifred asked, Oh, so the question is, was I born a single birth or a twin? And I don't really need to know the details behind that. I'm just going to ask that exact question. I'm leaning more towards the single birth. And I'm feeling like you're attracted to the twin part of it for a reason. And I think that reason is the more pessimistic side of you. And I feel like it's more of an energetic connection. Like maybe you came into this life with a very strong connection with like somebody else. I don't feel like they were like with you in the womb, if that makes sense. I do feel like this other energy though, you don't need it to be whole, or you don't need it to feel complete. But it's saying this card is show the world the real you. To me, this is kind of saying that this twin energy that you're maybe focused on, you feel like you need it to be that whole version of yourself. And I think maybe that's why it contributes to you being a little bit more pessimistic. I would examine why. You know, why do you feel like you need something else to feel complete? What else is there? There's something else there. I do feel like that energy is right. There is somebody that you were very connected with coming into this life. I think you're supposed to connect with them You know, maybe I feel like it's more of like a guide. And I feel like they will give you those answers to make you feel like, oh, okay, I can put this in the past. I can stop questioning this, if that makes sense. And then you asked, what was your grandpa's year of birth? Ugh. I will say, I think my one weakness as a psychic is not picking up names and not picking up numbers very well. But I will try my best. I just heard 89. That was the first thing I got. Let me use tarot because tarot can be a way to pull numbers. Like, I really want to be able to make a video on like how to get names out of your readings, how to get numbers out of your readings, but I don't know the answer. All right. Winifred's grandpa's year of birth. Obviously, it's in the 1900s, so we've got the first two numbers. On the third number, please. Third number, please. Setting the intention that it's going to be the first number on this card. 10. Or a 1. 10, yeah, 10 connect. 10. 19-1? I don't know. He'd be really old. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. $1911. I don't know, Winifred. 1911 or 1989. Is that what I said? I mean, unless you're talking about a great-grandfather, that could definitely be a possibility. I got 1 and 1, though. You know what? I'm just going to ask my guys really quick. How do I answer this question? I just heard pendulum. If you have a pendulum, Page of Cups. My guides are like, you need to go, if you want to be able to answer these questions, you need to come at it from a better emotional state. I always tell myself that I'm bad at it, so then I'm not good at it. You know what I'm going to ask for instead? Is I'm just kind of thinking of other ways I can answer this question, is show me a time period. And like maybe from the image that I receive, we could tell from like their clothing. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like I saw like stagecoaches. I saw, it's like the era of the 1910s, 1920s. Is my husband outside? My husband is outside. I'm going to close this door so we can't hear his YouTube video. Hi. He's spraying water at me. I was thinking about a great-grandpa. Yes. Okay. Yeah, then, I mean, I was seeing, like, stagecoach, 1910, 1920s. I also was thinking, like, Titanic era, which was 1911, or maybe it was 1915, I think. But I know it was stagecoach times. It was, like, before, maybe that's the wrong word. It was, like, they had cars, but people still used horses in the streets. But I'm seeing, like, tall buildings. And it's, like, my history is bad enough that I don't have that context. But I can see it, and I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around there. Your grandpa was older than your peers. One was born in 1905. I mean, I think we're, in general, getting pretty close to it. I did get 1911 from tarot. Purely, maybe try it with those pendulums, or a pendulum, and maybe you could find out. I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to set the intention. I mean, that surprised me. I was closer than I thought I was going to be. Alrighty, you guys. It's 8:30. I'm going to hop off so I can finish this vlog. You're going to see it next week unless, or maybe it's not next week. Maybe it's the following week. It's going to be soon. But I think that's it. I'm going to have kind of an abrupt ending. I apologize. But thank you so much for being here. Member Only Live will be next Tuesday. anyone can join that. All you got to do is sign up via Patreon and sign up at the tier that you get the member live nights, and I will see you then. You're welcome. Thank you, Winifred. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody else. I set the intention that we would finish this video when the candle burnt out. It's like so close. Perfect timing. All right, you guys. See you later. Have a great rest of your summer solstice. Go out, soak up the rest of the sun if you can. Set those intentions. Do a tarot spread. And I will see you next time. Bye.